This is my evolutionary nutrition final project. There are 5 major hominin transitions: the rise of bipedalism, the Australopiths and their adaptations to meet their energy needs, the early Homo evolution, archaic hunter-gatherers, and the evolution of language, culture, and cooperation among modern humans. Cooler climates caused the rainforests to shrink and the woodland habitats to expand. Early bipeds ate as much fruit as possible, but they also ate the woody stems of plants in a pinch. Going from a quadruped to a biped meant many changes to the body, including a vertically oriented neck, a tall and narrow waist, a sideways facing pelvis, large hip joints, knees angled under the hips, and an arch in the foot. The Australopiths lived during the Pliocene, a time when the earth became slightly cooler and Africa continued to become drier. Because of this, fruit availability became scarce, leading the Australopiths to find other foods such as roots, tubers, and bulbs. Due to these dietary changes, Australopiths had bigger teeth, more massive jaws, and larger chewing muscles. They also walked more human-like, with widely spaced hips, a stiff foot with a partial arch, and a short big toe in line with the other toes. Early humans evolved at the dawn of the Ice Age, a time when the Earth's oceans cooled about 2 degrees Celsius, which caused the polar ice caps to expand. Cycles of habitat change were intensified by geological activity. Because of this, the entire region in which Homo lived was pushed upward, causing the middle portion to collapse, forming the Great Rift Valley. This rift valley caused a massive rain shadow which dried out much of eastern Africa. These early hunter-gatherers had an integrated dietary system with 4 components: gathering plant foods, hunting for meat, which was essential for acquiring additional energy, intensive cooperation, which was important because it reduced the risk of hunger, and food processing, which was used as a solution to cut down on chewing time of raw, unprocessed foods. Hunter-gatherers also had bigger brains, completely modern feet, and a tall, narrow waist. Their teeth were also almost identical to modern human teeth. Hunting and gathering enabled the Homo erectus brain to grow larger than previously possible, causing it to double in size. As a result, bodies began to grow slower. The critical period of early development extended to enable these larger brains to grow. The Upper Paleolithic brought on many changes for humans, including culture. At the dawn of the Upper Paleolithic, people somehow started thinking and behaving differently. One big change in culture was the change in art. While there are a handful of simplistic artistic objects in the Middle Paleolithic, it wasn't until the Upper Paleolithic that people regularly expressed their beliefs or feelings symbolically in permanent media. Cultures also began to change in the Upper Paleolithic. One can use artifacts to identify distinctive cultures based on time and space. All in all, the biggest difference between modern humans and our archaic cousins is our remarkable capacity to innovate through culture. Our archaic cousins also surely had language, but modern humans had a uniquely short and retracted face, which makes us much better at uttering clear, easy-to-interpret speech sounds at a rapid rate. The human vocal tract is special for 2 reasons. 1. Our brains are exceptionally skilled at rapidly and precisely controlling the movement of our tongue and other structures that modify its shape. And 2, the distinctive short and retracted face of modern humans give our vocal tract a unique configuration. Social cooperation was also a vital part of the survival of our ancestors. Without food sharing, there would have been a greater risk of hunger among hunter-gatherers. Being uncooperative and not sharing would have been a matter of life and death. There were also 2 cultural transformations that occurred: the Agricultural Revolution and the Industrial Revolution. At the end of the Ice Age, the Holocene epoch arose. The Holocene was more stable with less fluctuations in temperature and rainfall. As the polar ice caps receded and the earth began to warm again, hunter-gatherers experienced a population boom, which made feeding their families more stressful. This led to the beginning of farming. A typical farmer's diet in this time would have consisted mostly of bread, supplemented with peas and lentils, dairy products, occasional meat, and fruits when they were in season. Farmers usually sacrificed quality and diversity for quantity, which can provoke diseases such as scurvy, pellagra, and anemia. Relying heavily on a few food crops can also cause food shortages and famine to occur. The Industrial Revolution was a combination of technological, economic, scientific, and social transformations that reconfigured the face of the planet. It also reduced the amount of physical activity a person partakes in a day at and away from the workplace. Foods became increasingly modified and processed to increase their desirability, convenience, and storability. All in all, 3 major changes occurred during this time: bigger bodies, more babies, and greater longevity. One major problem with our current diet is the overconsumption of highly processed foods. This overly processed diet can cause many diseases to result, including ischemic heart disease, stroke, atherosclerosis, type 2 diabetes, and hypertension. Food politics also play a role in our unhealthy diet. Because big food companies have a duty to their shareholder to make money, they all work very hard to sell more products. However, these products are usually unhealthy because unhealthy products are very profitable. This causes many firms to become conflicted because with obesity rates skyrocketing, it is up to them to help make a change. They all insist that they will help lower obesity rates, but they all continue to sell unhealthy, unprocessed foods. One should eat more unprocessed whole foods, which includes things like fruits, vegetables, brown rice, olive oil, and almond butter. Home cooking is also very important in a healthy diet. Home cooking uses less salt, sugar, and fat than corporations. Home-cooked meals are also more balanced, containing proper portions of protein, carbohydrates, and fat. But the most important factor about home cooking is that it helps maintain a healthy weight. Maintaining a healthy gut microbiota is important because gut microbiota help digest certain foods. It plays a role in maintaining a healthy immune system, and a healthy gut microbiota ensures proper digestive functioning. Fermented foods such as bread, yogurt, and pickles help maintain a healthy gut microbiota. Fermenting foods stimulates the growth of healthy bacteria and ultimately turns average foods into probiotics, which assist in improving food digestion and your immune system. Fruits and vegetables have a number of health benefits. They are rich in vitamins and minerals. They provide a high amount of fiber. They help reduce the risk of many diseases, and they also contain a high amount of phytonutrients. Eating a healthier diet like the one presented can help prevent diseases like heart disease and atherosclerosis from occurring. A healthy diet also increases your energy levels, increases brain health, which can prevent diseases like Alzheimer's, and help you maintain a healthy weight and prevent obesity. Thank you.